Hello, it's Eric here, and I'm back at my favorite beach. And so we're in the middle of summer, and the weather is warm. And I tell you what, the water is actually warmer than the air. It's like taking a warm bath. So it's not much consolation when you get into the water. Just to be a bit cooler. In fact, it turns out that you are a bit warmer when you get into the water. And so it's nighttime now. It's evening time, and the sun has just gone down, and the moon has just come up. And we have a full moon tonight. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I swear, one of these days I'm gonna do a series of videos on my favorite beaches. Yeah, but today we have to get back to some of the dirty tricks in finance. And okay, so today we're gonna look at payment for order flow. Yeah, that means the retail orders are going to be rerouted from the retail brokers like Robinhood to some of the big brokers, big market makers like Citadel, and so this discussion is going to be broken down into two parts. So part one is going to be today, just to describe to you what it means by payment for order flow, and then the next video we're going to discuss some of the dirty tricks that the big market makers are secretly making money from this sort of payment for order flow. Okay, so the payment for order flow starts with something called bid-ask spread. Yeah. So bid-ask spread basically is the difference between the bid price and the ask price. And so for example, you buy a stock. Let's say for example, currently the stock price is $100. And but typically what that means is that it's got the bid price is $100, and then the ask price is $100.05. So then the bid ask spread is 5 cents. Yeah, and then so what happens is for a retail broker, if you're a retail investor, you place your orders, you buy order, sell order through the retail broker. Typically they offer a very bad, very uncompetitive bid ask spread, like usually 5 cents. And then they are not as competitive as the big market maker. So the big market maker is going to offer a much more competitive bid-ask spread, like a 1 cent. Yeah. So that means if the bid-ask spread is 1 cent, that means for example, the bid price, the buy price is you want to buy at $100, and then the ask price is somebody wants to sell at 101 cent. $100.01. And that is a much, a bid-ask spread of 1 cent is a much, more competitive than the retail broker. So therefore, and the big market makers, they know that, they know they have a much more competitive bid-ask spread. So therefore, they request, the small brokers like, Robinhood to reroute their orders, reroute their retail orders to the big market makers like Citadel Securities for execution. And the small retail brokers, they're happy to do that because they are not going to be able to compete against the big market makers, because the bid-ask spread is much wider than the bid-ask spread for the market maker. So therefore they'll be very happy to reroute their retail orders to the big market maker for execution. Yeah. And they'll be even more happy, if the big market maker pays a kind of a commission to the small retail brokers for rerouting their, retail orders to the big market makers for execution. Yeah. And so typically, like for example, if you execute your orders through a big market maker and the bid-ask spread is 1 cent. Yeah. So that means they typically make a profit of 1 cent per each pair of trade, a buy order and a sell order, so they make a 1 cent profit. Yeah. And to reward the small retail brokers for sending them these orders for execution, they will sacrifice maybe half a cent. They'll pay half a cent as commission to the small retail broker, for their trouble. Yeah. So therefore, the big market makers, will make a 0.5 cent. Yeah, half a cent, and the other half a cent will be sent to the retail brokers for their trouble. Yeah, the trouble of rerouting the retail investors' orders to the big market makers for execution. So it seems that everybody is happy. First of all, the big market makers are happy because they can do a lot more business. By siphoning up all those retail orders from the small retail brokers. So the big market makers are doing a lot of business, so they're happy. And the retail brokers, the small retail brokers, are also happy because they can earn commission by by rerouting the small retail investors' orders to the big market maker for execution. Yeah. This kind of commission is what they call the PFOF. Payment for order flow. And then so the retail brokers are happy. Small retail brokers are happy, and also the small retail investors are also happy because if their orders are rerouted to the big market makers for execution, that means that they typically get a much more competitive bid-ask spread. Yeah. So therefore, they get a much better execution price. Like for example, if they want to buy something, they can buy at a lower price. If they want to sell something, they can sell at a higher price. So everybody is happy. Yeah. The market maker is happy, the small retail broker is happy, and then the retail investor is happy. So everybody is happy. But there's a dirty little secret. The dirty little secret is that secretly the market maker, the big market maker, is actually making something else, on top of all these, all these transactions, yeah. And they have a certain advantage that nobody else has, in terms of having this information to make extra secret money, yeah. And then they don't want to admit it, but that is the reality. They have a secret advantage over everybody else in terms of earning this secret profit. I'll tell you what that little secret profit is in the next video. All right, I'll see you then. Bye.